What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Tactix, and I wanted to discuss briefly with you guys starting your training. For those of you guys who are kind of on the cusp of wanting to train but don't really know where to start and how to go about it and how to approach different workout routines and whatnot. As a lot of you guys know, I've been working out for about 5 or 6 months or so for this web series that I'm currently working on. I kind of just wanted to touch up on some of the things because a lot of you guys have been asking me certain questions pertaining to my workouts and different workout regimens that I'm on and whatnot. Don't get it twisted, I'm not trying to be like the Hodge twins and everything that, like, it's just, I kind of just want to create a little small series discussing some of my stuff. And bear in mind, I am not an expert on any of this stuff. I just am sharing my knowledge with you guys based on what worked for me. What worked for me might not work for you, so just keep that in mind. In terms of getting started, setting goals. Setting goals for yourself is very, very important. You definitely want to set goals in the beginning. It's not enough to just say, I want to lose weight. Because if you say, I just want to lose weight, well, you know, having sex alone burns like X amount of calories, right? So, I mean, you know, you just call up your wife or your girlfriend or, you know, some hoe or whatever, and you get to fucking, and then before long, you know, however long you last, you're burning that much amount of calories. Let's say you lose like half a pound to a pound, you know what I mean? That's considered losing weight, but it's too vague, you know? It's like, okay, I lost the weight, now what? You need to specify how much weight you want to lose and the date that you want to lose it by. You can say, I want to lose X amount of weight by December 31st, 2012. So those are things that you have to consider. You have when setting goals, you have to be specific, and don't be afraid to set short-term goals. You know what I mean? Like, once you lose the X amount of weight or whatever like that, go and like strive for another goal. You know what I mean? Like, now that I've kind of beaten my goal, I set another goal where I want to be able to do one-arm push-ups and I set it that I wanted to be able to do one-arm push-ups within 30 days, right? So I started yesterday. I've been training to do one-arm push-ups. It is a very difficult task, but I believe that I can do it within that time because I intend to work hard because I'm determined to accomplish this goal. One-arm push-ups, both hands, motherfucker. That's the way you stay motivated. While we're on the subject of motivation, find something that will motivate you to work out. I mean, again, with me, I use the web series as a form of motivation because I didn't want, like, I know that if I just said, I just want to work out with no specific purpose, then I know that I probably would just get lazy and I wouldn't stick it out. Find something that motivates you to work out. Like, even if it's a friend, that, you know, kind of has a similar goal as you, then you guys can help motivate each other, you know what I mean? Because it's a lot harder to work out by yourself than it is to work out with someone else because, you know, you guys can drag each other to the gym or you guys can go running together or whatever the case may be. But, yeah, motivation. The next thing is substitution workouts. Now, what I mean by this is I know a lot of people, including myself, don't really like working out. Like, it's not really, it's something that I've kind of like adopted into my lifestyle, you know what I mean? Like, you know that whole saying was like, you know, it takes 30 days to develop a habit or whatever like that. So I mean, I've been ongoing with this training and stuff since January, and so it's kind of just been a part of my everyday routine now. But yeah, substitution workouts, like, you know, if you're like me, for example, I hate to run. I do not like running, and my boy always stresses to me, yo, you gotta run, man, it's great cardio, you gotta run, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, and I hate running. I don't like running. I don't know why, I just don't like running. I was never really all that athletic in regards to like playing sports growing up and stuff, so running wasn't really my thing, you know, I never liked running and everything. However, I've been doing various martial arts, like I'm taking Krav Maga, I was taking Muay Thai, I'm now taking kickboxing and boxing, as well as capoeira. So all of this are great substitutions for running because all of these is crazy cardio because especially capoeira, you're like constantly moving, like you know what I mean, like you have to be alert at all times. You're like it's all based on movement and fluidity and all that stuff. I don't even know if that's a word, but just go with it. And yeah, you're always moving and everything. So it's all these things are like great cardio and great substitutions for for running, I guess, because running, you know, is primarily good for like your cardio and your stamina and all that stuff like that. So yeah, finding like good substitutions. Again, like another substitution is like for people who don't have the funds like I did to join a gym and you know, pay for a membership and whatnot. You have to find different substitutions, different things that work for you. Like for me, and in future videos I'll show you all the equipment that I use and everything. But a lot of the stuff that I got, like I bought a lot of stuff from Walmart, but a lot of like no more than like $30-$40 for like, I mean, I bought like the chin up bar. That cost me like $20. I bought like the pull down cable thingies that kind of fucked up my door, but it's a cheap door. Like I'm not like excessively strong or anything like that, although I like to think so. But yeah, it kind of pulled down my entire basement door or whatever. But yeah, like that cost like $30. I had like weights from like back in the day. They're like, you know, some dude was selling them at a garage sale for like the whole set, like a bench and like the weights and the barbell and a couple dumbbells for like $30, right? So I mean, garage sales are great. Check out your garage sale and you might find some like people who are selling weights, you know. But I mean, if you don't have the money to like spend on like buying like weights and like all that kind of equipment, look into calisthenics, which is basically just body weight training. I've just recently started doing calisthenics, and it's great because it's like you realize, like people always ask me like, yo, how much can you bench? Like, you know, what's your 1 rep max? To be honest, I don't really know because I don't really focus on bench pressing all that much, because I find that like people who can bench press crazy amounts can't even support their own body weight, which is sad. Like, you know, I knew one guy who like he could do like fucking, you know, curls for days, man, just like you know, and but like when it came to like actually doing like chin-ups, he was like his face would like turn red. People always underestimate calisthenics, and even I underestimated it, but it's something that I'm looking into, and it's I definitely want to start doing more of it to improve my my strength, and with that, I'm hoping I develop some size as well. Even just doing like ghetto styles, man. Like even if you don't have money to even drop on like a chin up bar or a pull up bar or whatever, sometimes I'll just go to the park and, you know, like the monkey bars or whatever like that. I just do workouts on that. You can do like muscle ups, pull ups, chin ups, all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of just have to improvise. If you want to do dips, you just get two chairs that are, you know, relatively the same height, and you just go and you do, like right now, I could do like, you know, dips right now on this chair, you know what I mean? Like not proper dips, but you know what I mean? Just improvise and look into calisthenics, and that'll definitely help you out in that situation. But just like finding substitutions to make your workouts better. Also, working out for the right reasons. Like, I find, like, even me, I used to, back in the day when I was in high school, because me and my boy, we used to work out during our spares. My main objective, or my main goal, rather, was to always work out to impress the ladies. And, like, back in the day, you know, like, you had guys like fucking Usher and Omarion, and they had like the chiseled abs and stuff like that, and girls were going crazy like, oh my gosh, he's got a six-pack. And so all the, you know, it kind of got all the guys a little envious, and we're just like, no, we gotta do those crunches and shit like that, you know. And we just like hit the gym hardcore, right, to like impress the ladies. And that's like the worst like reason to work out, because I mean, it's cool when you're in high school, but like when you're older, like when you're fucking like, I'm like 25, and if it's like, oh yeah, gotta get these arms right for these ladies, you know what I mean? It's like there's no purpose to it, really. I mean, it just one of those juvenile things that just it's pointless. It's like, if you're gonna work out, you gotta work out for yourself, right? Because I mean, you could have like the craziest arms and like chiseled abs and like a big ass chest and nice, like, you know, nice back and everything, but, you know, let's say for example, like your stamina sucks, right? You know, then and then you go and like get with a girl, you know, clothes are coming off and all this shit like that. You guys are butt ass naked, and you like, you know, she's like admiring your body and whatnot. But then you go and like, you know, you're trying to sex her up and everything, but your stamina is shit. So it's like after like 4 strokes, you're like done, right? You know, your body's not gonna help you. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I'm winded. You're gassed before you even like, before she's even came, before you even came. You're done. Like, you're useless. So fuck your body. Yes, of course you want to look good. I mean, you want to look aesthetically pleasing, but at the same time, you want to work out with yourself in mind. You know, you want to be healthy. You want to live a long life. You know what I mean? And like, you don't just stop at like working out and nutrition. Like, you know, if you're a smoker, I mean, I'm not here to tell you what to do, but I mean, you know, smoking's bad for you. You know what I mean? And like, it's kind of counterproductive if you're working out and smoking, because it's pointless. You work out because, you know, you want to improve your performance in a particular sport that you play. Work out because you want to feel good. You want to look good, but for yourself, not for other people. Lastly, have a positive attitude. It pretty much speaks for itself. Just have a positive attitude whenever you're working out. Sometimes, like, I'll work out, I'll see my body in the mirror, and I'll be like, oh, man, like, I don't look the way I want to look. Like, my shoulders are too small, or, like, my chest is too small, or, you know, my love handles are, like, protruding, and they look like jelly, or, like, you know, whatever the case may be. You know, it's just, like, you just gotta stay positive, man. You just gotta be like, okay, I'm not there yet, but I will be, because I'm determined. You know what I mean? And a positive attitude will reap positive results, right? And also, I skipped one, but I'll go back to it right now. Do everything in moderation whenever you're starting. I remember when I first started back in January, I downloaded this app, well, I forget what it was called, but it was like a men's health app. And I was doing the Spartacus regiment or whatever, and this is an intense program. Like, it didn't seem that intense when I was going through it or whatever like that, but it's like everything is like 60 reps, like, and like you do like 3 sets of every exercise. Like, at first I was like, okay, that's a little excessive, but I could do that. That's a piece of cake, right? Now, no one told me that you have to do this in like moderation. Like, you have to like take it day by day, right? So I tried to attack this shit head on, like just do everything, and I swear I almost threw up twice. Like, it was intense. It killed me. I was gassed. In worst cases, like, people, like, you know, who are just joining the gym, just getting started, they go and they try to lift like 300 pounds and plus, you know, it like their first day of training, and like end up fucking up their back, or like, you know, whatever the case may be, like tearing a muscle or whatever. And it's all because you didn't progress to that stage. It's like, if you want to, let's say your goal was to bench press like 300 pounds, and you start by bench pressing 300 pounds right away, then you know, you're going to kill yourself. Are you fucking crazy? Test the waters first. See how much you can handle before you just like, you're gassed, like, you know, before you can't do anymore. And then build that up into a progression. And then like it all, everything that I'm talking about all comes into one little package. You got to set your goals. Like, if you want to bench press 300 pounds or whatever like that, you've got to. This is actually some like a little quote that my cousin said to me once, where it's like, decide what you want, and then realize what you have to do to get there, and then figure out whether or not it's worth it. Now, I don't know if that last part kind of really applies to working out, but the first two definitely do. Like, figure out what it is that you want. So you want to bench press 300 pounds. Then decide what you have to do to get there. So obviously, you know, you've got to train in moderation, of course, but, you know, bench press day by day, or, well, you know, alternate. Don't do it every single day, you know, because your chest needs time, like, your muscles need time to recuperate and stuff. But, you know, you gradually, you know, do your workouts until one day you'll just fucking be benching 300 pounds, man. But yes, I think I've spoke long enough, and for those of you guys who were asking me questions regarding my progress or whatever like that, I hope that this was somewhat informative for you guys, and this was just a quick little video. Well, actually it wasn't, it's like fucking half an hour, but I kind of just wanted to do something, just kind of get the beginning stage, getting started video out of the way, and then I'll go into more detail and show you some of the exercises that I do. I'll take my vlog to the park and show you some of the ghetto style workouts that I do. Yeah, if I missed anything, again, I'm not an expert. This is just stuff that that works for me, and stuff that I realize, and also stuff that people have been telling me over the past couple of months. But like I said, if I miss something, feel free to share your thoughts, ask questions, or give your input or insight on working out and what worked for you. And yeah, good luck to everybody who is trying to stay healthy and eat right and work out and accomplish their goals. I wish you guys all the best of luck, and stay motivated. I'm your boy Tactix. Peace, and I'm out.